Developing at 4, closing arguments continue as we speak to an effort to disqualify Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis from the election interference case. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us today for Fox 5 News at 4. I'm Christine Spiro. The decision, which will be made by Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee, could change the course of the upcoming election interference trial. Fox 5's Eric Perry is at the live desk tracking the latest developments. Eric?
Yeah, Christine, happy Friday to you. A lot to break down here. Strong closing arguments from the defense as one attorney called the Fulton County Prosecutor's Office a global laughingstock. Now, each side received an hour and 30 minutes to argue before the judge one final time. Let's get you started with the defense attorneys here. There were a total of 9 defense attorneys in the hearing, but we did not hear from all 9 today. John Merchant, who represents Mike Roman, focused on conflict issue. He says this is a matter of a first impression, and we are here because of Willis's judgment. Well, former President Donald Trump's attorney Steve Sadow says Willis and Wade were simply not truthful while on the stand. He says cell phone records show that Willis and Wade's relationship started well before the date that they testified to. Defense attorneys also spent time arguing that the speech Willis made at Big Bethel AME Church was a deflection, and they say it could taint a jury. The defense claims Willis pulled, quote, the race card and the God card.
We frankly couldn't care less if they had a personal relationship outside of work. That is not what the issue is here. The issue is that they began this relationship in 2019. They were dating for 2 years, and then she awarded him a contract where public money, either from Fulton County or the state of Georgia, ended up in his pockets.
Do you have to find that Wade and Willis lied? No. What you need to be able to find is that there is a concern, a legitimate concern based on the evidence in this case about their truthfulness.
She would have looked the members of that church in the face and say, there's been an allegation that I had a romantic relationship with Mr. Wade, and ladies and gentlemen of this congregation, it's true.
Several defense attorneys went on to talk about the money itself, saying Willis did not appropriately file documents about the money on trips with Wade and claimed that Wade spent up to $17,000 on the relationship over the years. Okay, so let's move to the state now. We saw Fani Willis enter the courtroom and sit with her team there. State prosecutor Adam Abate argued before the judge that there's just not enough evidence in this case and that Willis should not be removed from the case. He also worked to discredit several witnesses, including Terrence Bradley, who is Wade's former divorce attorney and law partner. The state says Bradley is, quote, disgruntled. Now, the prosecution's still going now. They have about 14 minutes each left in their hour and 30 before the judge in the closing arguments. We'll break all of that down at 5. The decision will ultimately rest with the Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee. We do not expect a decision today, but as I-Team reporter Randy Travis has reported, no matter the outcome here, we can expect either side to appeal the decision. Of course, Christine, we're staying on top of this at the live desk. I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
There's a lot to unpack there. Thanks for breaking that down, Eric.